If you'd like to see how I'm going to transform this brown little console table into this lovely, trendy, updated table with some paint, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube! So today in this video, I'm going to be transforming this little brown console table. I had this table for a while. I think I bought it off Wayfair for maybe about $110 or something like that. I'm just going to wipe it down right now and get it ready. And I'm just doing a voiceover in this part because my husband was blowing leaves and it was very loud outside. I started out using spray paint. I just showed it to you. It's right there on the table. And I'm going to use the sander and like a 240 grit, I think, to go ahead and sand it. Now I'm sanding it so I can get some of that dust off and any debris so I can get the paint that I'm going to put on there to lay better. So I'm continuing to sand this table. Now I am going to start off with spray paint, but I changed my mind, and for my second coat of paint, I'm actually going to use like just some regular house paint. So if you don't have a sander, that's not something you really have to worry about. As long as you maybe use just a sheet of sandpaper, you could do that, because you want to make sure everything is even and the paint lays really good on there. Right here, what I'm doing is removing the little knob on this drawer so I can change that, or you could buy another one and just swap it out altogether. I'm taking these wipes, wiping all the dust down. You can use some degreaser or something, or you could use some alcohol. Now right here, I'm spray painting the table. There were some big drips because the way I was holding it, my nail was long and it was causing like some drippage. So I figured out how to make it not do that later on. So I'm just taking my time and spraying this on. That's why I started the video outside also, because you know, spray paint is very strong and you don't want to do that indoors. And it was a couple of nice days outside a few weeks ago. Yeah, I started this a couple weeks ago and kind of walked away from it and came back. So I'm kind of laying my first coat here. Back with the table a couple of days later. It sat out in the rain. And I decided this time that I'm not going to do spray paint. I'm going to finish it off with some house paint. So I'm going to... Okay, so as you can see, I'm using like a kind of like a small narrow brush to go ahead and start with the house paint or the interior paint. It's black. I was getting nervous, like, okay, it looks gray, but no. Once it dried, it was completely the perfect color I wanted it to be. As you can see, the interior legs, like the inner legs of the table, didn't even have paint on it. It was getting dark that day. I'm painting the drawer. It got dark that day, so a lot of the spray paint didn't even get where it needed to be. So to smooth everything out, I'm using a roller brush. So now it's starting to come together, and I'll start to work on the next process of this table. Now I have this little knob, and I rubbed it with some, I hit it with a little bit of sandpaper. Okay, so I'm going to take some of my favorite glue, which is this MAXI Cure. I think what I should have did is put like a couple drops. I think what I did is I put too much of this glue. I will have a link where you can purchase it if you'd like to. It's $12 on Amazon, but it has a very, very good strong hold. Now, I put a little bit too much, and make a long story short, it did not dry. Well, I was being a little impatient because I wanted to finish this. And I'm just adding like a 30 millimeter like little gem that I have, and I'm putting that on there because look, it looks like it's a whole new knob. Super, super, super cute. Or like I said, you can just replace the whole knob altogether. So I'm going to sit this to the side. You'll see what I end up making it do before, and I wish I would have thought of that the first time. But E6000 would have worked too, but you just have to be patient and let stuff dry. But I'll show you what I ended up doing later. Okay, so my idea for this, I have this little backsplash tile. It's like peel and stick, but it's nice and heavy duty. I got this off eFavorMart.com, and I'm just trying to figure out like, how do I want to get this on here? How many rows can I fit? Like, what type of design am I going to do? So that's what I'm doing, and I just want to show you that. You see how I'm bending this? You could just bend it like this and cut it along the line. I decided to go with 2 or 3 rows. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's 2 rows. And I'm just kind of bending it in half, just trying to work it. So if you decide to use something like this for whatever DIY project, just keep in mind that you can cut out each little one individually. So I'm just going to continue to like play around with it and see how I'm going to lay it. So I'm cutting this in half. I don't know exactly how many squares it is. So it looks like I have maybe about 8 squares. And then I'm cutting off this little excess on the side. So what was kind of confusing was, how am I going to have this when I have that the knob in the middle of it? So I was like, whatever, let me just go for it. And I'm putting the MAXI on the back of this. Now this is, like you can see, it is 3M on there. And excuse my little blanket. Sometimes I like to tie a blanket on myself when I'm cold. It's just comfy like that. So as you can see, I was able to like cut it, and it's close to that centerpiece where I'm going to have to screw in my knob. I couldn't screw it in because it was still drying, but I kind of figured it out. And I'm just kind of laying it there just so I can see how much room I have without gluing it down yet. But the 3M is really, really nice and tacky. But I added glue just to be on the safe side. I'm not ready to screw this on yet because it still has a little drying. This still has a little drying to do, so I'm not ready to screw this on yet. But I just want to sit it here to make sure it's going to be flush and that I'm not going to interrupt anything when I glue this piece on. And I want to try my best to line this up because I'm not the best at lining stuff up. So if it works out right, it should be, you know, something like that. And it's too tight of a spot here to add another piece, which I did cut it out to kind of see how it would look, but I'm okay with that space being right there. It doesn't bother me. I guess it just won't work out to have a piece there because I want to come not too close, but I want it to be even on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for it. I'm going to peel this off. Like I said, there is 3M. If you trust it that much, just use the 3M. But I'm going to use both. I'm going to use the 3M that's already on there and this Bob Smith Maxi Cure, which I'll have a link where you could purchase this. But I've noticed that there is a company, it looks exactly like this, but it says something else right here. And people are buying it and saying it works good. They probably, you know, went to the same supplier and just slapped their name on it. But I haven't used that other one, so make sure that you're looking at the right one. Make sure it says Bob Smith. But this is a very good stronghold glue, and I'm just gonna put enough on here to where I feel comfortable. You don't want to overdo it and then it oozes on the sides and cause any smudging. And this is nice and like heavy duty. So I'm just going to make sure I line it up just like how the other side is. Lining stuff up make me so nervous. I think I got it. I should have had a ruler or something right here, but I believe I have it. We'll see. And then in a minute, I'll go ahead and just, well, this is what it's looking like. In my opinion, this table is completely transformed. Just by making it black, just did so much. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good firm press. This still is not dry yet, and if I was thinking, I would have used some UV resin in my LED UV resin lamp, and this would have cured instantly. I'm still trying to give it a chance. If I just leave it alone, it'll dry. I'll leave that alone, and then I'll screw this in and show you the final results. Also, while I'm waiting I wanted to show you how this looks real ashy or whatever. It got the little plastic on it. I can't wait. I just want to show you how beautiful this looks and the clarity of it. Like, it does have some nice shine. Just in case you was wondering, like, why does this look so just in case you were wondering why it looks so ashy, it actually does have a wonderful, beautiful shine. So I'm gonna extra wipe it off with a little Windex, but I'll be back with the final result. Okay, so the glue I used previously on this handle, it didn't dry. Well, it didn't dry fast enough for me. I put way too much, and I think that was the problem. You need like a little lesser amount. So I'm gonna show you how to use UV resin, and just a little drop of it, and then you put it under your lamp, and it's like an instant cure. And I've already sanded off the glue that I had on there before. So I'm just gonna take a little drop. And this works really good too. I've used this also to make charms with, because it locks it on there very well. So you see I put a little drop there, little drop on there. I'm gonna sit it flat like that. Place my gem right on top. And then place it under this lamp for about 90 seconds. And then I'll take it out and show you. So now I'm gonna take it out. I did about 3 different runs in here. What I did, I turned it on its sides just to make sure that the light cured on all angles of it. And I gave it a nice pull. It is very sturdy. It is locked on there. It's on there. And that's why I really like this UV resin. It doesn't work on all surfaces. Metal surfaces, like really hard surfaces, like plastics. So far it really works really good. Like not on fabric or anything like that, but this is really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on this drawer. Put this screw in here, find my screwdriver. I really need a short screwdriver, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna just screw it in like this for now and then tighten it up in the back. Well, I need like a short handle one because it was like a little difficult, as you can see, bumping the back here. But I'm gonna make it work with what I have here. Actually able to try to hold the back and do it this way, but as you can see, it's cute. And then I'm gonna show you the final. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this little console table. This table was so outdated. We're making a few adjustments in our home. We have like throughout the whole entire house was brown trim. Brown is beautiful, but we just wanted something a little more modern. Like our kitchen cabinets were all brown. I painted those about a year ago. I did a video with that. Every single last trim and closet door in this house was like a brown color. Like at the bottom right here, that was brown. So we're just kind of working that out the way. And this black, it just looks so much more modern. Then adding on these mirror tiles, like really set it off. I'm showing you how it looks right here with this vase on it. This vase was old too. That was actually a clear vase. What I did is I painted it silver, and I added crushed glass and confetti chunky glitter. I absolutely love that. And then here's a painting. I did a video on that as well. This is not where this table is gonna go. This is where I have it right now until I move it. But I really like the outcome of this table. It was pretty simple. I just kind of put it off for a couple days, but I'm really glad that I finally got this done. I hope that you find this video helpful. I'll link everything that you'll need in the description area. If you can, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or share it on Facebook. And thanks you guys so much for watching this video and supporting this channel. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Check out our website, myroyalradiance.com, and we do carry faux leather inspired designer fabric for your crafting needs, luxury inspired croc charms, as well as iron-on patches and much more. Enjoy the coupon code MyRoyalBeauty10OFF. Check out our website, crtacticaldefense.com, where we do sell in-waistband gun holsters, belly band holsters, and many more. Please check out my discount code VIBES for a special discount for my subscribers. And you can follow me on Instagram at lifeisawholevibe with underscores in between each word. And thanks again for watching this channel. Bye-bye.